folks, this is John Chenoweth. I'm an archaeologist in the anthropology program, and the project for my project-based learning class is an actual archaeological excavation. In Anth 410, Anthropology 410, the Archaeological Field School, we are doing a real primary research project. It's part of one of my main research projects here. We're down here at River Raisin National Battlefield Park in Monroe, about 40 minutes south of Dearborn, and we are studying the River Raisin settlement and the site of the battles of the River Raisin in the War of 1812. So the project for this class is real primary research. The students do excavation. They learn excavation methodology by doing it. We do mapping. We do work with the city of Monroe, which is the property owner, and also here with the folks in the national park. And we bring in other partners, like folks who are going to do some ground penetrating radar next week. So the students really learn these things by actually participating in real scientific study. I love this as a way of teaching both archaeology, because you kind of have to do it in the field to understand it, but also even for the students who aren't going to ever do anything with archaeology or anthropology again, this is how they learn how science and the real scientific process works. That it isn't just a bunch of folks in lab coats who already know all the answers, but you've got to figure things out. It gets messy, both obviously because we're digging in the dirt, but also because the answer is often, I don't know. They ask me something and we have to figure it out together. It's not just a project that everybody already knows what's going to happen, and if you don't get the right result, you've done it wrong. None of us knows what's going to happen. And I think if they learn how the scientific process works in that way, by actually doing it and understanding the way we're always getting better and better with our knowledge, it makes for a much better understanding of science and a much stronger understanding of how the scientific process works, and more trust in science and understanding that the scientific process is going to keep improving our knowledge of the world rather than just be something we can expect to be perfect and always have the correct answer.
So I have to confess that one of the reasons I set this class up this way is because I thought that it might save me some time, that I could get some research done and have it count as a class. It is probably not a surprise to some of you who've done similar kinds of project-based classes that that did not turn out to be the case. So if there's a particular takeaway I can get from this, is that project-based learning takes a lot of your time. For this research project, it is all of the work of a regular research project, the permitting and to find funding and things like that, and cultivate relationships with community members to be able to do the research at all, and also all of the time of a class. And the work that I'm doing, the research, goes a lot more slowly with the students in the setup in class as a project-based class, as opposed to if I just got a big grant and hired a bunch of people and went out and collected the data that I wanted. You have to start over with every new group of students and retrain them. So that does take an awful lot of time, both for preparation and in terms of getting data. It's a little bit longer to get data this way. That said, I think it's a really great experience. I love teaching this class. The students love it. It's a very unusual kind of class to go outside in the sunshine. At least some of the days are sunshiny. And it's also a great opportunity to really get to know the students. I mean, the students that I have in this class, you're spending 6 hours each class meeting with them, and much of the time we're talking about the research and the methodology, but there's always time to get to hear things about their families that they want to share, or talk about their graduate school plans, either in archaeology or anthropology or in other areas. And it's a chance for me to talk to them about how that process works. Also talk about career paths in archaeology, career plans outside of archaeology. So you really have a chance to get to know students when you're working with them on a project-based class, and they really have a chance to get to know you. So all in all, it's a wonderful experience, I think, for them and for me, but it does take an awful lot of time and energy to put together a project-based class like this.